Andy, never in doubt. We had it, we didn't have it, we had it in the end. How do you sum that one up?
I don't think there's anything better than winning the game late on, but to be 2-0 up and sort of in control of the game, to give Bangor the opportunity to come back into it's a wee bit disappointing, but we regrouped, we galvanised again, and the score, I think it was the 94th minute, it's brilliant. It's a great lift for the boys and a great buzz, especially off the back of the last 4 league games. It'll definitely give us a good lift.
Yeah, for 72 minutes, well in control, deserved the 2-goal lead. Then came a 10 or 15 minute spell where we looked at a loss. I think a lot of it came down to not to do Bangor's other players a disservice, but you keep Arthur's quiet. You're in there, and for 10 minutes maybe we didn't, but to go up the other end, I mean, the resilience when you're probably thinking 2 each could be all right here, to go up and grab on the other end, as you say, is great.
When you're 2-0 up in the game of football and you give teams an opportunity to come back into it, you're really stuck in between. Do we go and try and get that next goal, or do we defend this? And we're away from home, and this is a really hard place to come. Bangor are a very, very good side. They've come up, they've competed so well in the league. Lee has them well set up, well drilled. Ben Arthurs has been throughout the leagues. He's a very, very good striker. And the players around him, Jay Boyd obviously came off the bench and scored the goal. They're bringing Mick Morgan off the bench. There's a good group of players here. They're a very good side, and Bangor will take points off a lot of teams in the league this year. They're a very, very good side.
Did you feel as if it could just be one chance going up that other end, defending and maybe on the break with success, holding the ball up, Calvin as well, but just to get that one chance?
Absolutely. We have players in that final third of the pitch, and they're players that can make things happen. And it was just that one chance, and that's all we really needed, was that one chance. And we were hopeful it was going to come. I actually heard Lee shout onto the pitch to Big Ben and said, one chance for you. And look, we feel the exact same way, and thankfully the chance fell to us, and Big S scrambles it across the line.
Yeah, not to leave Kane out grabbing the first goal, but in particular success and Matty Clark, I thought Matty in particular was incredible. A goal and an assist. The two of them obviously scored the 2 goals, but made a real impact.
Yeah, look, I think everyone that comes to games and knows Matty and watched Matty over the last 10 years, obviously the year last year in Scotland, but he's a top pro, he's a great player. He adds so much to us in the group and the change room on the pitch. And when he's in areas like that, in that position, his composure and quality. James Hood picked up the second ball on the edge of the box and played a great pass to him for the goal. And then obviously we asked in the final third, success is, he's a handful. I think we spoke about it over the last couple of weeks. We just need to tidy up a few things in the final third, and we work hard with him, and he puts in the effort as well. So look, there's wee things that click, and it's good to see things from the training ground maybe coming off at times. But you can't plan to go 2-2 and then score a goal in the 94th minute. So it's a wee bit off the cuff with picking up the second ball and getting out wide. And then scoring. So look, we're happy. We're definitely going home happy with 3 points here today.
Just on Matty again, particularly his attacking threat in that left wing back role is maybe something people didn't expect we were going to get coming in, but he looks a real threat going forward down that side.
I don't know what Matty's stats were when he was at Linfield in regards to goals and stuff, but he's always been a threat in the opposition box. The majority of times it's with his head, as you've seen against Linfield twice this season already. But again, as I say, he's picked up the ball, great first touch and great composure inside the box to score the goal. He puts the ball in for, I think it's S's goal at the end. He puts great balls in the box. Look, it's a big player for us, and we have big players all throughout the team, but Matthew's obviously shown how important he is to us.
Yeah, and just finally a week off now. Maybe wouldn't have been the greatest vibes going into that week before this week, but this has been a really important week in the cup and then today.
Look, it's been a really good week for us. Look, you play in cup games the other night. Obviously it was 0-0 at half time, but I thought we were in control of the game the whole way through, and a wee bit of quality shone through in the second half, and I thought we were very good, and we were able to bring that confidence into today. And then into today, obviously we'll build on that. Now, you can look at it one of 2 ways. Obviously the 2 games went off, but we also have, I think we've 8 lying on the injury table, so hopefully it gives us a chance to get boys back. We can wrap a few boys in cotton wool now as well in there this week, but we'll still be working hard in the training ground, there's no doubt about that. We'll have a busy week this week, and then we'll be in again next week ahead of the Cruise game on 2 weeks Saturday.